Hunter Biden, guilty on all 3 felony charges relating to his illegal gun purchase in 2018, in which he lied about being a drug addict when applying to purchase the gun. So here's the gun. I don't know what he was planning on doing with it.
Was it a 1960s cop movie?
Yeah, snub-nosed revolver. Wow, old school.
Yeah.
Was this Death Wish 1?
I need a prop for these horse pictures.
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1481 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/hardfactor to join us for trivia on June 28th. Listener hosted trivia. Today we have fools in schools, including bands, Biden's, like is in plural, in trouble, a hot dog controversy on the eve of Juneteenth and the 4th of July, and much more on this show.
Big news. A lot of American news.
Huge news day. Yeah.
Huge American news.
Yeah, really kicking off the summer strong with this one. You know, it's early June. We've already got a election and hot dog episode.
What is the official day of summer? Because I mean, for Wes and I, it started like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it's Memorial Day. It was a couple of weeks ago.
No, it's
Is
like
that,
June 21st.
Isn't like summer solstice or like June
That's the longest day of the year. That's coming up.
I thought that's.
But I mean, that's also technically the start of summer.
The
right?
default day is Memorial Day, but I think it's odd to me that technically it's June 21st.
21st.
That seems
21st.
way too.
I mean, summer is Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care what the scientists say. That's
I agree
what
with you.
Summer is because,
Pool season.
right. That's literally when pools are open.
Where we grew up, that was when the pools opened. Some
right.
other
If you have
places
all
are
4
year
seasons,
round, but
that's the pool. That's the pool time. Yeah. So,
yeah,
that's summer.
Summer.
That's summer.
That's
But
summer,
technically,
baby.
probably Wes. You looking it up? It's technically June 21st.
It's 21st. Yeah. That's fine. I looked it up. I looked it up when I was because I know I want to get more merch, but this is already in the store. Just in case anyone doesn't know, Fat
Look
Boy
at that.
Summer.
Fat
One
Boy
design
Summer.
already ready to go. I'll have another one by the first day of summer. But store.hardfactor.com. Get in there and buy your merch.
Look at that.
Lovely V-neck.
Helps us. There's V-necks, there's t-shirts, there's pint glasses, there's koozies, there's all kinds of shit in there.
Sleeveless V-neck. Let's go.
Oh, that's a jersey, buddy. That's a jersey.
That's a jersey.
It's a jersey.
Ooh, it's like a basketball jersey style. That looks
that's
awesome.
a jersey. Yeah. Okay.
Fancy, Wes. Looks nice. Get in there. Store.hardfactor.com. Anything else before we hop into all this news or what's happening with you guys? You ready for the weekend? It's not even Wednesday.
God, no.
I like to pretend it's the end of the week. But
Well,
it's
first Friday is coming up soon.
right. Tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah. But no, not yet.
Okay.
But I'm ready for the news.
No weddings this weekend for me, so I'm excited.
Oh, shit. That's nice.
Fantastic. Weekends. I prefer the weekends. All right. Let's news it up then. All right. Taking it down to Houston, Texas for this first story of the day, specifically Lamar Independent School District. Okay, it's ISDs are how Texas is broken up in the public schools. This is about Lamar Independent School District around Houston. And it's about a former teacher there at Adrienne Matthews Gray Elementary. And she's unnamed so far in the investigation, but community activist Quanell X is not unnamed. You guys remember him? We've talked about him before. Quanell X.
No, but that's a very good activist name.
Can I see a picture?
Sure is. I don't have a picture of Quanell, but I'm going to show you a video of him in a second.
Mark, you can imagine. Mark, just picture what Quanell X looks like, and you nailed it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. He's got a checkered past. Sure. You look up Quanell X, he's definitely got some questionable takes out there in the past, but he's back to deliver the best speech I've heard about this particular case so far, and it's not close. Take a listen.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video. And all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. And she made multiple videos. Yes, the district was unaware until we brought this to their attention. If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do? This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties.
Cornell's watched this video 100 times.
Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video.
Yeah.
We know.
Spreads her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally.
Right. And if anybody has her number, I would love it.
Yeah. Well, now it looks like a guy who goes to the strip club. Not in the classroom.
I did subscribe to her OnlyFans
Yeah.
to do the research, but it was just the research. Now
I'm trying to hit that.
He described that vividly. Yeah. Pubic hair and cellulite everywhere is quite the description, though.
he watched it a lot of times, Mark,
Yeah.
as you pointed out. Lots of internet commenters also pointed that out on Quad.
15 seconds in.
Yeah.
He's like, he's time stamping it.
He's got to he's breaking it down like
Yeah.
a telestrator, like a football game.
Nipples like silver dollars.
Yeah.
You guys want to see the video from the classroom?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Of course, right? So it was first posted by Grizzy's Hood News in Houston. We've talked about her before. She was the one who broke the story about the
Yeah, we know
giant
Grizzy.
dude shoving statues up his asses at antique stores.
We love
yeah.
Grizzy. Yeah, we got a lot of play out of that video.
Yeah, Grizzy's Hood News in Houston. Great. She's working a lot with Quanell.
That's
X
the
now.
video that Tom Segura's show played of
Mhm.
ours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that Mongoloid shoving statues up his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
kilt. Yeah.
yeah, in the kilt. Yeah, so I wouldn't share the pornographic version of this video since that could technically be a crime. More on that in a second.
Mhm.
This, however, that I'm going to show you is the censored version posted by Hood News Peep. Here it is.
Okay.
Not me being crazy at work, you know.
She's being crazy at work. Uh-oh. Flashed
Oh,
them.
flopping them out.
She's in the this is the
Oh!
classroom here. This is the children's classroom. So that's an issue.
Red in the cheeks.
Yeah.
Pubic hair and cellulite.
Yeah, she does a lot of spreading. Probably, time spent on spreading a lot more than on the boobs jiggling. Here she's in the bathroom.
She does
This one appears to be during work hours, yeah, because she's keeps checking outside the stall.
flop them out. Here they come. Oh, woo!
Yeah, now she's squeezing them together. Doing
Who are
everything
these,
you
who Are
do.
these for? Are these like on OnlyFans or are they
And
Good
boyfriend?
question, Mark.
boyfriend?
Good
Who are these
question.
for?
What do you think based on how they're filmed?
She's got a go-to move.
you gotta be OnlyFans.
You think so?
Well, I mean, I don't know. OnlyFans, you can put any kind of content on OnlyFans these days.
She's got 3 moves. She flops them out.
Flops them,
She
presses
bends
them.
over and spreads them and twerks.
Yep,
She-
that's it. Those are the moves, Mark. And she keeps them on a rotation, and she does them in different areas of the school. And as alluded to before, that was a great question mark. Fans or different, as alluded to before. Now, the unnamed former teacher who the Texas Scorecard media publication has ID'd as Adrienne Harborth, former music teacher at the school. She had already been let go by Lamar ISD before Quanell X reported these videos that were sent to him in Grizzy Hood News. And she now has
One
filed
already had him, I think.
Send me
Yeah.
all your naked teacher videos.
anything you got.
This was
I
from
need
our
more. More ammunition for the school district. And so she had already been let go by Lamar ISD. She's under investigation before Quanell reported the videos, which he watched a billion times.
Yeah.
But she, as alluded to earlier, could be a crime to share the original pornographic version because she's already been let go by Lamar, and she's filed a revenge porn lawsuit against her ex-boyfriend in Harris County.
So it's
claiming
for
that-
him, like Wes was saying. boyfriend.
Right, claiming that he was the one to put the videos online to get back at her after a nasty breakup. So,
Well,
ladies,
Gonna
for
win that
real,
one.
Yeah, do not send nudes, unless it's for work and you don't have another job, or unless like he or she's the one, right? Because this is what could happen in the absolute worst case scenario. It seems like she got screwed by her ex-boyfriend here, who, if found guilty of revenge porn, also screwed himself because she's going to likely lose her teaching license in Texas. But, if the ex-boyfriend is found guilty of revenge porn, he's more likely to face legal punishment.
That's the
right.
Prime example of revenge porn right there.
Yeah, no, it literally fucked her whole life up. Yeah. So
he's guilty of that.
Yep. Right. And so she's probably going to lose the teaching license. The reason she's unnamed in the courts is because no charges have been filed against her, because they're probably sort of going to go through with the revenge porn case first, because they're thinking that's where the source of the online leak was. Right.
Yeah.
And
She's got a case. She probably should not have been doing that in the school.
No,
that's not good. So I understand. The teacher's license being revoked.
She might catch like a charge for like indecent exposure or something.
But if she wins the revenge porn, she might be able to be like, now I can't work or make money, so you owe me money.
Civil suit, right? Yeah. So it's a bad situation. Seems like everybody fucked themselves, because Adrienne Harborth, former music teacher, out of a job for sure, and probably her boyfriend fucked legally, because if he did leak it as revenge porn, yeah, he's gonna be fucked.
She might be working Quanell's house party next weekend.
Yeah. He's raking it in. He's making all these appearances based on this. It's one of his biggest cases. So
that was a great speech,
right?
But at no point did he come across as a guy that doesn't look at titties a lot.
Yeah.
No, and he described it in such vivid detail. Like,
he doesn't care at all about what this woman did.
No, just not in his schools. Everywhere else.
Please do this on my personal stripper pole,
yes,
not at the Lamar ISD.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so worst case scenario, really, for the music teacher there and her ex-boyfriend, probably, because they're both fucked, probably. And speaking of worst case scenarios, check out President Joe Biden looking like he's on 10 hits of acid at the Juneteenth celebration at the White House earlier this week.
Is that acid underscore farts?
No, that's Joe Biden. And you can see for an entire minute, everybody around him is dancing at the Juneteenth festival at the White House lawn.
You got to move a little bit, Joe.
And he's completely still. And it goes on for a minute. And,
it looks like a toddler you wheeled into a casino.
Like standing next to grandma's wheelchair. Yeah, and now the guy next to him is like, fist bump me, man. Move, fist bump me.
He's trying to help him out so hard.
He's trying to help him.
Kamala's vibing. He's just
everybody's touching him, trying to get him to move a little bit.
Yeah.
He stands
that's so cringe.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Juneteenth, of course, is next Wednesday, but now you can laugh at this clip of President Biden all the way through the holiday. Actually, a nice little gift from our commander-in-chief. Lots of great memes out there, okay? First time at an Atlanta strip club is one of them, when the 50 milligram gummy hits, popping 2 Lucy's after 13 beers, probably my favorite. The list goes on. Fantastic slapstick, as always, from POTUS. Yeah, this one and the last one, honestly, they haven't been good at much else, but they've been great at slapstick comedy. Just fantastic.
Yeah.
I went to a Detroit strip club with Pat and Trinidad James, and it was tough to get the vibe.
You can relate to that.
Yeah,
meme.
I can relate to that meme. I get it.
You were stun locked.
It was fun, but I was fish out of water for the first 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I remember my first New Orleans strip club, similar experience. Like, it gets raunchy.
Yeah.
Dallas too, surprisingly. You wouldn't guess it.
We got a lot of attention though, because
Big D.
They recognized Trinidad James and they played his song as soon as we walked in. So strippers like that.
Well, that's even more pressure on you though, because now you're in the group that everybody in the strip club is looking at, and that brings bad attention too, like the bikers who are pissed that you're getting all the attention.
There weren't any bikers in there. Well, there's
this
is Detroit.
Oh, sure.
That recognized Trinidad James when we walked.
This is where a lot of Quanells in there.
It was
Quanell's not gonna be happy. If you're getting
the Tupac and Biggie song. You know the Tupac and Biggie song on the Double Biggie CD where they have the shotgun in the background.
Yeah, it's a great one.
That wasn't playing. There was a shotgun playing in the background for 3 straight hours at the strip. DJ had the Tupac shotgun going all night. Yeah,
I mean, it's a great sound effect.
it's awesome. It was
In the
awesome.
DJ's defense, it's a great sound effect. Yeah.
Much like, am I gonna die tonight?
You know what else is great, guys? Cook Unity, our sponsor for today's show. Cook Unity is the first chef-to-you service delivering locally sourced meals from award-winning chefs right to your door every week, and it's cheaper than other delivery options. Go to cookunity.com/hardfactor or enter code hardfactor before checkout for 50% off your first week, and that could be a big order. I'm not going to BS you here. Cook Unity is by far the tastiest pre-made meal delivery there is. I'm not kidding. My family loves it. They have all kinds of different meals. Everybody loves it. Designed to be restaurant quality, not just mass produced. Just try it one time. It's the same price like as a big made to order delivery from like an delivery app, right? And you get 8 meals a week, or that's what my family gets for that same price. It's like a big fancy, like one big fancy delivery meal. No cooking required. Every meal is handcrafted by chefs and made in local micro kitchens, not large production facilities. Your food arrives fresh, never frozen, in packaging that keeps meals fresh in the fridge for up to 7 days. Cook Unity packaging is compostable, recyclable, or reusable. Pick as few as 4 or as many as 16 meals per week. Experience chef quality meals every week delivered right to your door. Go to cookunity.com/hardfactor or enter code hardfactor before checkout for 50% off your first week. That's a huge value. That's 50% off your first week by using code hardfactor or going to cookunity.com/hardfactor.
Hell yeah.
You could literally, if you wanted to, start like an online food delivery, and then just order Cook Unity and resell them, and nobody would know.
No, you have to be like
you
have to be an accredited chef, right?
The Penn and Teller thing could be done so easily with these.
Yeah,
You
bullshit.
just heat them up
easily.
in the microwave and then
Yeah.
serve them at like a fine dining. People.
Oh, I see what you're
right
saying.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Easy.
a restaurant.
Very, very good. Very good stuff. All right. Let's talk about Hunter Biden.
Honeybee.
There he is. There's that sultry son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Guilty on all 3 felony charges relating to his illegal gun purchase in 2018, in which he lied about being a drug addict when applying to purchase the gun. Same gun that was then later tossed in the dumpster behind a grocery store by the wife of his dead brother, whom Hunter was fucking at the time, and then fetched out by Secret Service agents.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So each one of those steps is a
Whoa.
crime that he's guilty of, or what?
No,
How
that's
does it work?
just the whoa part of it.
Right. That's the whoa. But
yeah.
like, which ones are the crimes? Just lying on the form.
Count
that's
1, making a false statement in purchase of firearm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Count 2, making a false statement related to the information required to be kept by federal firearms licensed dealer.
So still the form.
Count 3, possession of a firearm by a person who is an unlawful user of or addicted to controlled substance.
So it's all for the form, not for dumping his gun or having his gun ditched at a grocery store and having the Secret Service.
No.
have to.
No,
Okay.
no,
It's just for the form.
just
All
for the
3 crimes.
lies that he told on the form. Yeah.
There you go.
So here's the gun. Nice little. I don't know what he was planning on doing with it.
Was he in a
Snub-nosed.
1960s cop movie?
Yeah, snub nose revolver. Wow, old school.
Yeah.
Was this Death Wish 1?
This is what you stick in your waistband when you go to meet your coke
Right.
dealer.
Yeah,
Right.
Chinatown?
I'm only gonna ever shoot somebody from 1 foot away. I need
Yeah.
the snub nose.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Back away, see?
Yeah. I think he just wanted to play with it when he was high on drugs, to be honest with you. I think
They are fun. Revolvers are.
Yeah.
I mean, I do not condone.
Was he Shaft?
He did it. He got it for the pictures with all the whores.
Revolvers are cool looking too. That's a good point.
I need a prop for these horse pictures. I'm hearing that it took only 3 hours for 6 men and 6 women to reach the guilty verdict. I'm hearing they were at one time split, and then a juror reminded everyone that he was fucking his dead brother's wife,
Right.
and that the Bidens are completely ignoring one of their own grandchildren, which makes them scum in my mind. By the way, going back to that, I'd heard that they had maybe seen the daughter, but on June 6th, London Roberts did an interview with Piers Morgan. So last Thursday, she says they have still not seen her. President Biden has still not met her, and Hunter hasn't even seen her in person. It's all been on Zoom. and
Zoom
the shit.
meetings.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zoom meetings. So I mean, what a piece of shit. She's in. Oh, that's Joey Chestnut.
That's Joey
Hang on,
Chestnut. God
where's-
damn it.
where's-
That's
don't
not, he's not a piece
dare.
of shit.
There, there,
What the hell?
there's the cute little girl that the
How
Bidens
dare
want
you.
nothing to do with.
London Roberts.
Oh,
Yeah, I
she's
mean
cute.
That's
it's
Navy.
tough.
Yeah,
Navy. Yeah, Navy. Her daughter, London's daughter, right? So it's
yeah.
That's tough. That's
Tough.
That's a tough situation.
Anyway, again, October 12th,
Hey, child
2018.
support,
Is she getting at least paid? Like,
I think she's getting paid now. Like she
hopefully.
claims that he is involved, but Joe has still not met her, and Hunter
I
has
mean,
not.
to be fair, the best case for her is just to receive a lot of money in child support and not have Hunter around.
Hopefully, but that was the problem, is that they weren't even getting that at first because
Right.
they wouldn't acknowledge paternity.
Right,
so
right.
there that was.
But
an
for
issue.
Jill and Joe to not want to see their grandchild, that's questionable human behavior, in my opinion. Again, October 12th, 2018, he filled out the required federal background check, and he marked no to a question about his drug use. He was like, crack, that stuff I love so much, never heard of it. And he checked no.
Right. Yeah.
So the jury, it was a fucking he was clearly guilty, because the jury heard testimony from his dead brother's wife that he was fucking about his drug use, other women in his life, text messages, and
the one girlfriend, the one ex-girlfriend, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was the Biden dead wife. But she said, one ex-girlfriend said that he would wake up and smoke crack the first thing he did as he got out of bed. Like he wake and baked crack every morning. She said.
I mean, that's his routine.
Yeah,
That's
he's like scrambling for the crack pipe in the morning.
Yeah.
Like,
the jury,
Well, it's like a coffee, right?
Yeah,
For some folks, it's coffee.
wake and
For
bake,
him at
but
the
with
time, it was
wake
crack.
and crack.
He says he's over that, Mark, and I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
But
as we said last time he was in public, he should be really looked over it. So
yeah. And also they heard Hunter's own words from his memoir that he released in 2021, just how much he loved crack in his own words. So that was kind of damning to try to deny. Yeah.
And the laptop had a bunch of
I mean, he was fucked. Clearly he loved
He had a lot
crack.
of
the
time.
picture going. He had the picture
Right.
driving to Vegas.
Yeah.
I think it was the laptop, honestly. So much time locked information that proved, like, right around the time he filled out the form
And witness
what
testimony.
he was doing. Right. Yeah. Like, it's so I don't think that it would be this easy to pull on anybody, but it was very easy to.
Usually you can just deny it,
Yeah.
right? And you probably won't get in trouble. But
Right.
usually
Right,
not
because
as
like
high,
it's
usually you're
long
also
enough
not
to
as
go
high
or whatever.
profile
Right.
as Hunter Biden is, like you said. Also,
You have
have
a
as
documented
much
your crack
documentation.
use.
Usually,
Right,
you like delete the tweets and people haven't screenshots.
This was a slam dunk.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
Delete your crack tweets.
everyone's talking. Oh,
Right.
he faces 25 years in prison, which is the maximum. He won't get it. The New York Post did note that the judge in this case, federal Delaware judge Mary Ellen Noriega, here, she just sentenced someone named Zidong to 1 year in prison, which was double what the prosecutors asked for, after Dong lied about his address on forms. But he bought a dozen guns, and he also took them to California, which was like trafficking guns.
Yeah.
So he got a year. He got a year for trafficking and lying. Hunter didn't do anything illegal with the
Probation,
gun
right.
except for just keep it in his fucking house.
Similar to Trump, it's probably going to be like a fine and probation.
He's not going to get any jail time, so
Right.
that's it. Also, the federal sentencing guidelines for first-time offenders who didn't use the weapons to do any like violent crimes see little to no jail time, and they wouldn't.
He will probably get drug tested though, right? Because if he's on probation,
Part of parole. Yeah. Probation.
part of
right.
probation will be drug testing. I'm
yeah,
sure.
it's just gonna be tough for him.
Community service, maybe, but he's not going to do any drug time. Of the guilty verdict, Hunter said this, quote, "I am more grateful today for the love and support I experienced this week from Melissa, my family, my friends, and my community.
Okay.
Then I am disappointed by the outcome." And yeah,
Right.
so I mean, he did it. What do you mean? You're disappointed? You clearly did what.
Well,
what they
yeah,
said
and
you
Trump said he was disappointed too. It's a witch
course.
hunt, and it's
Of
well,
course.
you're gonna say that.
Sure.
What's up with the pardoning?
No pardoning. So I'll get to that. But what's more important in this whole thing, takeaway is the New York Times pointed out that in this article, I'm just going to, Eileen Sullivan, who wrote it, I'm going to give her some credit. She said that Hunter is scheduled to go on trial in Los Angeles for charges that like the tax charges. He evaded a tax assessment. failed to pay and file taxes, like $1.4 million worth, all while he was spending $1,000 a day on his drugs. But he didn't. But he didn't. He also filed a false or fraudulent tax return.
That's more serious,
right? Way more serious. And now it's even more serious because federal guidelines say that they have to take in, if he's found guilty, they now have to take into account that he was found guilty of a previous charge, this gun charge. So his sentencing there could go up because
he did it in reverse order. He did it in a bad order. Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably.
Either way, 2 pending court cases. Yeah, it might have
probably. So that trial will set the judge in this gun charge said that the sentencing date usually is 4 months after the verdict. So he'll be sentenced in the gun charge about a month before they start this tax fraud trial.
Could he? What's the deal with those tax trials? Could you just pay it like right now before the trial, and then not? There's like
I think if you're going to court, it's like too late for that. Probably.
I mean, he and the interest on it would be way more than 1.4 million. Like when you don't pay your taxes, and that interest racks up. Between prosecutors in that case said between 2016 and October 15, 2020. Hunter spent money on drugs, escorts and girlfriends, hotels, rental properties, exotic cars, blah, 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 blah. Everything but his taxes. So that's what they said in filing these charges.
Do you know if the Arch Deluxe is involved in either this or the tax evasion?
I don't know if he is.
Because you'd think he's probably cooperating with these based on the deal.
Yeah, he is a snitch. He likes to do that. So but Mark, back to the pardoning. President Biden said this: I am the president. I'm also his dad. I will accept the outcome of this case and will continue to respect the judicial process as Hunter considers an appeal. Jill and I will always be there for Hunter and the rest of our family with love and support. Nothing will ever change that. He did say he won't pardon him. Probably won't need to in this case, but he might not say the same thing when it comes to the tax case if he's found guilty.
Right. I mean, if he's got like prison time pending, he's going to pardon him, right? Like that's
right.
Yeah.
We were talking about it in our text thread too. Right? Like I believe that he wouldn't, but there's going to be a period of time if he loses where he's still president and he knows he lost the election. Why wouldn't you pardon? Why wouldn't you pardon him? Jackson brought that up. That's a good time to do it if you want to, because you already lost.
I would pardon the shit out of my son if he got jail time and I was president.
Mark, even if he wins, that's his last term, so you can just pardon him the day you win.
Right.
So it doesn't
if he wins or
matter
loses, he can't pardon him before the election because
he can say whatever he wants.
He would lose the election because people would be pretty upset if he pardoned him. But after the election, he can pardon him probably.
But he easily pardon him anytime he wants.
Yes. Yeah, win or lose, he can probably pardon him.
So we'll see if he says he won't pardon him in the tax case, which is again going to be more serious. And now that he's got the guilty verdict and is a convicted felon on this gun charge, they will have to consider that in sentencing for the tax case if he's found guilty. We'll see if he makes the same statement regarding the tax case. But that's the whole. I think that's the biggest takeaway of this whole thing is that now the tax fraud is a bigger deal because of this gun guilty charge.
Prior charges are always not good when you go to court, especially if they're recent.
But don't all you people that are licking your lips about Hunter going to jail on this one. It's not going to fucking happen.
Well, it's not going to. I mean,
it's the same for Trump. It's just,
outside of like brothers like Roger Clinton or James Biden, like old brothers. That's the only people I've ever seen actually get any real punishment. Never seen a president's kids get anything they actually had to stick with. And like we're saying, I mean, he's going to get pardoned either way if there was pending jail time after the election. So
yeah, anything over 3 months, he's going to get pardoned. Probably.
Bush girls were like Paris Hilton for a couple of years. They loved to go skiing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
party girls.
What's going on with Honey Bee? We have to wait 4 months now to see what the judge says. But right after that, we got another trial. So.
Yeah, and it's also the election, so we'll also like none of this will matter because
we've got the election with like the two olds. One guy's not moving at the dance floor. Another old guy who's just convicted of felonies. What is going on? What is this? Anyways,
no, it's like they're both. It's funny because he was accused of shitting his pants at the trial.
I know
Trump
we got two shit pants
old guys who
criminals.
are constantly being accused of shitting their pants. Yeah.
I know Biden didn't do anything yet, but he might have been the big man. Anyways, both those guys, fuck them.
Well, they all get. I mean, every high-profile politician, not just presidents, gets a lot of shady money
yeah.
from overseas.
Well,
And
plus,
once you reach a certain threshold, I think it's probably kind of unavoidable.
it's part of the
way
deal.
parties
It's part
are
of it's
today.
part of the deal. Is you get some fun cash from foreign entities.
Yeah.
And lobbyists and stuff.
It seems like it's part of the deal these days. Yeah.
I've got some disappointing bands to cover today. First up, and probably the most disappointing band of all time. You might have guessed it, as Wes threw up his picture and said, "Fuck, look how cute," or you said he's a piece of shit or something like that.
Piece of shit,
Yeah, Joey Chestnut. Okay, American hero, 16-time Nathan's 4th of July hot dog eating champion, and the greatest professional eater in the history of the world, Joey Chestnut, is banned. Is banned from this year's Nathan's hot dog eating contest, which he's won 16 times, as I said.
So it's like banning the Chiefs from the NFL.
Yeah, if the Chiefs had won 16 times in a row.
Right. I mean, if you combine the
16
Patriots and the
18.
Chiefs and the Steelers.
It's like banning the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Patriots from the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like leaving Caitlin Clark off the women's basketball team. No one cares now.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch it. He has the top 10. It's not for beating up that protester in 2022, by the way. Remember this? Look at this. He's eating hot dogs in 2022. Look at him beat the shit out of this protester. Get out of here.
Get out of my fucking race. Yeah. And then he goes on to set another record, probably.
Not that year, but in 20, let's see, he has the top 10 most consumed hot dogs in 10 minutes, including the all-time record of 76 hot dogs or 7.6 hot dogs per minute in 2021, the year before.
Yeah. The protester slowed him down a little bit. So, I mean,
it did. He was in mid-eating. He still won by like 10 hot dogs. He's been banned from the event by Nathan's because he's sponsored by a competitor to Nathan's hot dogs.
What? Is that so?
He likes money from a competitor.
Oscar Mayer?
Nope. Impossible Foods, who recently launched a vegan Frankfurter, which pissed Nathan's right off.
Oh, give me a break.
Wait, so
vegan. It's not. That's not a real competitor, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was a joke. Greg Riley made in the in our text thread. He said, "The worst part for Nathan's is that they admitted a vegan company is actually a competitor."
Right.
Yeah. And also, why is that a problem? Like NASCAR drivers or whatever, athletes can have, golfers can be sponsored by whoever, football players can be sponsored by whoever.
Because Nathan's, like the PGA, don't like it, but they actually can do something about it, unlike the PGA with live players.
So Nathan's just rules with an iron fist.
Big time.
And they're just assholes. Yeah.
It should be called Nazians.
Wait. But don't these brothers, these carnival barking brothers, own the rights to all this shit now? I mean, I know it's called Nathan's, but aren't they? I
don't think Carney folk own Nathan's, who owns all of competitive.
No, but I'm saying no, Nathan's doesn't. It's those two brothers that own the competitive eating circuit. I don't know.
Nathan's bought the competitive eating circuit.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they're in charge of all of competitive eating now. The main league is now owned by Nathan.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Chestnut was paid $200,000 to appear in last year's competition and was working on a $1.2 million 4-year deal. But that got kielbased.
That's crazy. So Joey Chestnut now can just do ads with all beef hot dog people too. He's going to get a huge beef hot dog endorsement deal.
Well, yeah, he was going to do a separate event too this year, sponsored by the competitive eating league that Nathan's owns, but not be at Nathan's for some reason. While they're working out his contract, they were going to have him do like a live to Netflix competition as part of the official MI, whatever the hell league it's called.
I mean, he could
but
start.
Now they banned him for everything.
But he could start his own, automatically be bigger than them because he's the only person that people come to watch. So, like, he can just do his own streaming thing, like you're saying, and it'll be bigger than Nathan's.
Yeah, Eric's updating. It's technically not like a lifetime ban. They're still trying to work out a deal. Nathan's is with him. They said that it's up to Joey Chestnut's team for him to make a ton of concessions.
He has to ditch his own personal.
He's not allowed to mention any competitor at all, like for a certain amount of time, and he can't wear there's a lot of stipulations, but they basically said with your attitude now and you working with Impossible Foods, you're out.
He should fuck them over and just start a competitor.
Yeah. Remember Kobayashi did that one on the rooftop the one year because he was like not allowed at Nathan's or for some reason, or he didn't want to go to Nathan's. It was Joey Chestnut, Kobayashi, the Japanese guy who just retired from professional eating. He was the champion for like 8 years in a row. And then Joey Chestnut beat him one year. They like tied and had to go to overtime. Like Joey Chestnut beat him like 2008, something like that, starting his 16-year run. And that next year, Kobayashi ate hot dogs at the same time as them for 10 minutes on a rooftop. He did like his own stream. So maybe Chestnut will do something like that. Who knows? Tough look for Nathan's, though, as no one really comes close to Chestnut. And the winner this year will certainly be considered one of the biggest asterisks in the history of this fine sport.
Yeah.
So producer Eric says that it looks like Joey wants to eat the Impossible dogs.
Well, they're not going to let him do that, obviously.
Well, that's stupid, Joey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine to train with them. I get that, because you don't want to eat like fucking real hot dogs every day that much. So training with the vegan hot dogs makes sense, but he can't demand to have them in the contest.
You have to have a level playing field. You can't have a different hot dog.
Look, there's two sides to every story. I'm just going to go with Joey Chestnut on this one.
Yeah, I say that they let Joey do what he wants, because I mean, he's the star of the show.
Yeah.
But he has to eat the same. Maybe if everybody else ate the Impossibles, but then Nathan's is like,
no, he can't eat Impossibles. He can't eat Impossibles, but he can't also wear an Impossible shirt. You got to wear like the Nathan shirt. You got to get the Nathan's belt. You got to take all the Nathan's pictures.
Suck it up then.
Maybe
Joey.
Joey's being a little bit of a prima donna with his sponsor, but they need him at the competition.
They do. He should just start an Impossible Dog League if he wants to do Impossible Dogs.
He's going to win that one too.
He'd win every league, but it's just
next band that's disappointing.
It wouldn't be as appealing, though. Not as much mass appeal to Impossible Dogs.
No. Next band that's disappointing. Rice University in Houston, Texas, has announced a ban on the college's popular annual Night of Decadence, which is an underwear-themed party. Ow.
Nice.
Yeah, screw a toga party. I didn't know that existed, the Night of Decadence, when I was applying for colleges, but apparently it's been around for 50 glorious years.
Yeah, I think it is at Rice, right?
That's at Rice. It's nice.
I think I was there 1 year for it when I was playing rugby at LSU. And yeah.
It was around Halloween.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You saw it.
Real slutty at the parties. Yeah.
You saw it. You were there for one of the 50 years. It happens Halloween weekend, which is what a weekend at Rice, And I don't know if the kids were getting too into some Borgs or what last year, but 7 people were hospitalized for alcohol poisoning, 24 more treated for alcohol poisoning on the night of October 29th, 2023. And that has led to the Dean of No Fun, Bridget Gorman, and Vice Magister Flavio Cunha to make a joint statement announcing no more underwear parties.
Oh,
yeah.
But how
they're going to do them anyway?
Yeah. How do you police that? It's literally like,
it took place at Vice College, a residential college that they've been hosting the event. So they're going to have to just go to like someone's mansion or something like that. They're going to have to take it off campus. Yeah.
Even more fun.
Yeah. It'll be even better. Yeah.
Because I think what they do anyways, right? Yeah. Because like I was
they do it
like a house party, and then everybody was dressed.
The official one with like the bands and stuff's at the residential college, but I'm sure that there's some dirtier spinoffs. But in my opinion, no reason to go to Rice anymore, as they're about as difficult to get into and graduate as an Ivy League school, but are now an underwearless non-Ivy League nerd alert university.
They were always a nerd alert university.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Even with the underwear party.
What state is Rice in?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Forbes announced Rice as one of the 10 new Ivies in 2024, which is a list that means absolutely nothing.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a very nice school. If you go there, it's like really everything's super nice because it is like kind of Ivy League style. It's like a smarty pants.
It's like William and Mary.
But yeah, but it's in downtown Houston. So
yeah.
But
anyways, bonus dog ban update on the book bans. Florida, unlike Texas, is not going to add books back thanks to the Fifth Circuit Court decision, and they are banning more books, like a book called "Ban This Book."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The book asked for it, technically.
Yeah, exactly. It did. That's exactly what it did. It's about a book. It's about a book talking about book banning. So they're banning it. The fictional book mocking book banning wasn't funny to the Mothers of Liberty or the Indian River County School Board.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, they didn't think it was funny at all. And one of the guys on the school board included newly appointed Kevin McDonald, who I'm trying to bring up a picture, but StreamYard's being a dick. Looks like a healthier version of Mitch McConnell. Surprisingly, this guy doesn't want
he does
his authority challenge.
Yeah. No, he looks like he he likes things a certain way.
He looks like AI Mitch McConnell, like if they cleaned up his neck.
Looks like he hates Quan LX.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't get along.
But like Quan LX, behind closed doors, wants to have strippers over at his house.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, house
Yeah,
strippers.
we
are
all
the
do.
best. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to deny.
They're all hypocrites. Booklooks.org, a book rating website that is tied to Moms for Liberty. So they work like with them and is commonly cited by people that challenge books in schools. So this is again booklooks.org, who kind of like is into the book banning. Ban this book a mild 1 out of 5 for inappropriateness. So it's not inappropriate. The book is said to encourage activism among students, or as the school board described it, challenge the school.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
The school board said, no, it's just challenging the school board's authority. Fuck them kids, the school board said.
That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Seems like, is there anybody who reviews it besides the Moms of Liberty, or is there?
Well, booklooks.org did, and they said it was a mild 1 rating out of 5.
Right. I'm saying for the state of Florida, or is it just, have they just,
no, it's just the
just the Moms of
I think it's like
Liberty
the
they've given out
3-member
to.
Indian River School Board, who has Kevin Mitch McConnell,
Okay.
and 2 other people that said, no, we don't
All
want
right.
that book. So it's out.
Don't let them know about anti-censorship ideals.
That's what the book says. No censorship scribbled on a locker.
You got to train these children young to accept the censorship and propaganda we put on them. So
seems hypocritical.
We know what's best for them.
Yeah. Don't let them rise up. And we're out.
Yeah.
We're out for the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for fucking joining us. We have Patreon shows galore this week, like every week. Check it out, patreon.com/hardfactor for as little as $5 a month. But most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking day.